Some of the stories behind the trees coming up right after weather. I love to go to the Festival of Trees. It's just so fun to see
And
them
it's
all.
packed.
It
I mean, this is a tradition for so many people, but I know there are better times to go than others in terms of the crowds, but we seem to hit it every year right at the peak.
I was telling you, my neighbor, Vivian Warner, was one of the initial 6 or 7 that started this. It was very small way back 40 years ago, and it has grown enormously
6 or 7 to 800.
Yeah.
And then some.
That's crazy.
And everybody says, oh, I'd love to have that tree, or I'd love to buy this tree. And you kind of look at the price and you go, well, but they're beautiful trees.
And it all goes to a great cause,
The
too,
cause is the best thing. Primary Children's Medical Center, best cause ever in the world, in my opinion.
And this and the telethon, those 2 events raise the bulk of the money for primary children.
And good for everybody. We appreciate everybody supporting it. Okay, we do have a storm system. It is coming into the west coast. You can see it here. I put the big Eastern Pacific satellite picture up for you. Now there's a ridge of high pressure that is over the state of Utah this morning. That's allowed skies to clear down. Valley inversions have strengthened overnight, and we're getting reports of fog in the Pleasant Grove and Provo areas. So near the Great Salt Lake, near Utah Lake, there is going to be a fog problem, at least until the sun comes up. And this weather front right here is going to slide through northern Utah tomorrow morning, so we will have a commuter special. Be prepared for potential problems. Ice, or even some, especially as cold as it is, could be some freezing rain, or even just a rain-snow mix in the morning tomorrow. Look how much colder it is on the East Coast with that storm moving through. Some snow across the around the mid area of, what do they call that? The lower Midwest, and 31 degrees in Kansas City, 18 in Salt Lake City right now. The low was 16, 30 the projected high in the valley. And there is a moderate air quality. Now, I should mention on the benches it will probably be a little bit warmer because we do have these valley inversions. Ogden is 29, Salt Lake is 18, and Provo is 19. So here's the weather front we're talking about. That's going to be here tomorrow morning. Along the East Coast, this storm system has swept out across the Atlantic, so that low pressure is gone. And in Utah this morning, we have generally clear skies. Most of the precipitation is being pushed northward, associated with what may be a warm front. There may be a little warm front right in this area. But today, with the high pressure, you can see quite a bit of sunshine, and temperatures quite variable around the state. But where it did clear out last night, it is just a little bit colder than it was the night before. So pick your location, look at the temperature, 32 in Logan, 30 in Salt Lake City, 40 in Evanston, so you know there's an inversion if there's a temperature difference like that. 50s in St. George with a slight chance for a little rain Monday morning. In the north, 30 today, 36 tomorrow, then a little bit warmer Saturday, 42 on Sunday, and then another little storm on Monday. Nothing big, no huge storm like we've had, the last 2 big storms, but at least little storms, and that'll keep the snowpack growing just a little bit. That's a look at the weather forecast. Now back to you.
All right, Dan, thank you. Let's get a check on the roads with Andy Farnsworth in the KSL Traffic Center.
Good morning, Scott and Tanya. Well, we've got some foggy conditions to the north.